Hello everyone, today I wanted to quickly talk about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is kind of a weird thing that I've never really been a Mario Kart guy. However, I realize I have played quite a few of them from 64 to Double Dash and Wii was the last one where I kind of ever really cared. Wii was kind of like a mid experience, so I never really got into it, and it's only because I got this as a gift, basically, and so, I know World is kind of the new one right now, but how does Mario Kart 8 Deluxe feel? Because for a while I kind of saw it and I thought, oh yeah, this was like a fun-ish game, but how is it really after playing it? I mean, really, it's a very nothing kind of game. I don't know how else to describe it, but even when you're going at 150cc or 200 is fairly fast, it just feels like a slow game. It feels like everything is very safe, very on the rails. What it really feels like is that Nintendo sat down with their kart racers and said, okay, this is the game that kind of is the introductory game. Like, this is our console seller. Like, whenever you buy a new Nintendo console, this is one of the launch games. Maybe a new Zelda, maybe a new Mario, but there's always a Mario Kart. And so they kind of went to the building blocks of the game and they kind of sat down and said, let's systematically remove every single piece of negative emotion from the experience. So there's no longer getting stuck on walls. If there are 90-degree turns, it's not a big deal. You might get frustrated when you get hit by a bunch of items at the same time, but even when you fall in the pit with Lakitu, he'll push you almost forward this time, so you don't feel like you're totally wasting behind and losing. And again, even on the harder difficulties, it feels just so safe. It feels like you're on guardrails. It feels like you're playing a version of a Disney ride. And for the items themselves, I mean, they haven't really changed much. I mean, the Piranha Plant one is kind of a new, fun addition. But really, you can't really innovate on what is pretty much a fully complete and perfect game. Again, once you understand drifting, like, you're kind of almost, always in the lead. Now the blue shell actually hits other people as it goes by. That's definitely a new thing to my mind. There's definitely kind of a ultimate kind of feeling to this game, where it has all the previous courses from all the previous games, and all the roster is massive now, or includes everyone plus DLC characters, so that's a new thing. It also has Link, Animal Crossing. I know I'm forgetting something, but they're like other crossovers with other IPs to make it interesting. It has F-Zero stuff, for example, the car and the levels, for example. There are also new cups, but they're more or less remixes of old levels. And now they have a whole trilogy, a legacy system, where it tells you, oh yeah, this level, we recreated it from N64 or DS or 3DS or what have you. And so it's a collection of seemingly all the best levels, mechanics, everything. So it's kind of more of a celebration kind of game. But yeah, it just feels, and people kind of say, oh, Mario Kart was never hard. It's like, yes, it was. Mario Kart 64, games like Diddy Kong Racing, Double Dash, those games were really intense. And there's another thing in the actual structure of this game as well, in that through playing it, you have the Grand Prix, which you can now do multiplayer, which is fun. But regardless of what placement you get in the Grand Prix, you actually don't get any unlockables. The way you unlock stuff and make progress is actually through coins. So no matter if you win or lose, there's kind of like participation trophies. So no matter what, you'll still unlock the next, gear or the next, flying bit or whatever. And so, yeah, there's this customization thing where you can choose your layout, your wheel, and also your flying component. And I'll just be honest, I don't know if it makes a difference or not. I mean, we did all the races of every level in the game, but I couldn't tell if that actually has an impact. In Wii, it definitely told you stats and bars and everything, but here that's all gone. It's kind of like this game is here just to give you a fun experience and not really challenge you. It's very baby core. And it just, I was going to say, it reminded me back in the day where people criticized Nintendo games of looking like, baby games. And yeah, that's how they look. But when you played them, it does not hold any punches. Like, if you want to get first place in a Mario Kart 64 tournament, you're pushing those quarters. You are, acting tight on those drifts. You are getting the best items for your god darn life. It's an intense game. And here, this is the first time I feel like the Mario Kart gameplay matches how the game actually looks. And with Wii, I felt like, oh man, this isn't great. I don't really like this. I'm not really into this, but I kind of wish there was something here, something more. I could kind of complain about it. But here, I don't have anything to say. It just feels whatever. I don't actually have a strong opinion. I thought there would be something I'd be really missing from this thing. Just from looking at the gameplay, it looks really fun, but when you actually play it, it's just, I don't know, it's very basic. And yeah, there's a few shortcuts here and there, but I don't know. I just walked away from this game feeling, yeah, I don't want to buy any of the DLC. I don't really care about any of this. I just want to be done with it and kind of just move on. It's a very forgettable game, which, I can't even complain about it. It's just like silence, or just like paper. I have nothing of import to really say about it, other than this is where we are from the legacy of the series of not just Mario Kart games, but kart racers in general and racing in general. There's kind of like a small renaissance going on right now, where you have Mario Kart World, Sonic Cross Worlds, and I know there's something else that I'm forgetting. But yeah, it's kind of like this kind of slight rebirth right now. But I think those kart racers are much better than this one, because this one just doesn't have anything to say. It's just very bland, frankly. So with that being said, I don't have much else to say about it, other than it's interesting in retrospect compared to its predecessors. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you later.